graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the Kahoks and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple. Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me. Kahawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke, glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network as we are back in the friendly confines of Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as your Lady Kahok volleyball team has returned home after about a week away on the road doing things in the Edwardsville tournament and a regular season game last night at East St. Louis. So Collinsville comes into this contest with an overall record of 4-4 as they take on the Granite City Lady Warriors, who are no longer in the Southwestern Conference. So this is not a conference game, and the Warriors come into this contest with an overall record of 1-7. And again, a very good evening. Todd Duke with you, and we welcome you into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. Cullip Jennings Florist is a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials. This week's special is a dozen short-stemmed roses in a stylish vase for $35. You can call Cullip Jennings Florist for more information on that special or any other special they have coming up this week or next at 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. Abby Hanger is the first-year head coach for Collinsville. She has her team at a 4-4 mark. She is 1-0 in conference play with that win last night over East St. Louis. Granite City also has a first-year head coach. Her name is Brittany Splatansky, and she has her Warriors at 1-7, and they are an independent school now, so they do not have a conference record as they opted out of the Southwestern Conference at the end of last season. And Miss Splatansky took over for Ginger Harrison, who was at the helm of Granite City for 5 years and ended up with a mark of 44-99. We'll pass along some more names, some more numbers, a little bit of brief history for you between these two clubs. We'll do that here in just a moment. After this timeout, we will talk things over with Collinsville head coach Abby Hanger, and we'll do that for you next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're back at the high school Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium for some girls volleyball. It's been a while since the girls have been home, as we visit now with head coach Abby Hanger of your Collinsville Lady Kahawks. Talk to us first about the Edwardsville tournament. I know that is probably a little overwhelming for your first time coaching as a high school head coach going into that tournament, because that's a lot of talent there.
Yes, it's a very talented tournament. I've been around volleyball, so I've gone to the tournament the last couple of years, so I knew it was going to be a tough one. We had a very tough first night with two very, very good teams, Mater Dei on this side and then Francis Howell over in St. Louis, so it was a little rough, but hey, it's, you know, it kind of shows what we're made of and points out our weaknesses pretty quickly. And then we had some success the second day, going 2-1, so not too bad.
So talk to me a little bit first about Francis Howell. I don't know too much about them because I don't get to see a lot of the Missouri schools. So what's different about them? What's good about them?
Oh, I mean, they're just solid all around. Their defense is good. They have some pretty big hitters. They had a setter that was very effective. There's overall a very good team.
And Mater Dei, I do know because I worked at a radio station in Carlisle for a couple of years and got to do a couple of their games. And Clinton County is just a strong powerhouse volleyball community anyway. Yes,
they are. They're very, very talented, and they have been for such a long period of time. You know, they have a legacy, and that's what we're trying to build here. But when you have that solid foundation, they know how to win. So they were good once again.
All right, so you have about 8 matches under your belt so far on the school year as the new head coach for the girls volleyball team. Do you feel like you're settling in now and things are getting a little bit more familiar with you?
Yes, you know, I tell the girls each day is a day to get better and to work harder, and I think we're doing just those things. You know, we're competing. We still have a long way to go, but I do feel like we're settling in and we're working hard every day we come into the gym.
Any surprises along the way, like, wow, I didn't know that, or I didn't know she was that good, or anything like that come into your mind yet?
Not quite yet. You know, as far as the opposition, I know a lot of the kids in the area, so I kind of know what's coming before we play. The girls have done a great job. You know, the players, every night we have a different player step up and a different player stand out. And it's fun to not have just that one player we rely on time and time again. So I think every day we have a new kid that stands out and surprises us. Nice to be back home? Oh, it's very nice. We're very excited to play here again. All right, tell us a little bit about the East St. Louis game last night. It was a very good match. You know, sometimes that's a tough environment to play in. They have great fan support, and it's very loud. Our girls came out ready to play. They played really hard, and we came away with the win. Now, you guys talk about your volleyball family because you guys know each other, even though you might not see them for a long time. Granite City has a new head coach. Do you know anything about her? Have you met her before in your travels in the volleyball world? I have not. So Granite City is a little further, but I know she's going to do a great job with them. I've heard a lot of really good things about her, but I don't know her personally. All right, your team, 4-4 right now. Are you happy with that? Would you like to see it just? I mean, obviously you'd like to see your team be 8-0, but at 4-4 at this point of the season, are you okay with that? Yes, I am. You know, I think we've beaten the teams that we should have beat, and we've lost to the teams that are better than us. So, you know, you'd like to get one of those wins of a team that's better than you, but that just shows our girls they need to keep coming in the gym, working hard to be better. Now, with games on back-to-back nights, you had East St. Louis last night and you have Granite City tonight. Not a lot of time for practice, so what are you looking for as far as tonight's game is concerned, as far as your team and what they can accomplish? I'm looking for us to be consistent, you know, so right now we're really working on working hard. So we're not worried about our wins and losses, but we want to come into the gym each day, and there's 4 focuses that, you know, revolve around working hard, like communicating. So I want our girls to communicate. I want us to go for every ball. I want us to transition and just work extremely hard, and that's what I expect from them, and I expect to see tonight. Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck. Thank you. And as Abby Hanger, your head coach for your Lady Kahawks volleyball team, we'll take a break here on the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along both starting rosters to you. More names, more numbers, all that and more coming up on the Kahawks Sports Network.
Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
I'm my team's #1 fan. I've never been #1 in anything until I put these babies on. Do I know where I'm going? Absolutely. We're going to the playoffs.
Allstate guarantees your rates won't go up just because of an accident, starting the day you sign up.
So get accident forgiveness from Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
It's good to be in good hands.
Get protection plus unique extras. Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
And we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahoks Sports Network. Hope you enjoyed my visit with Collinsville head coach Abby Hanger. Here are some more numbers that we have to pass along for you. Well, we know a little bit about the Collinsville Kahawks history of their volleyball team, a little bit about Granite City. They have 6 regional championships from the late 80s to the mid-90s, but they have not made it past regionals since 1997. One trip to the state championship round came in 1975. That was the second year of the program's existence, but they did not finish in the top 4. They ended up going 14-4 that year, and I believe that was their best year to date. History between these two programs: Collinsville won last year at Granite City, 25-12 and 25-22. Then they beat the Warriors in the playoffs at O'Fallon later in the year, 25-10 and 25-18, before losing the next night to the O'Fallon Panthers. So overall, over the last previous 18 years, Collinsville is 16-2 overall. And with those 2 playoff wins, matter of fact, the last 2 years, Collinsville has downed Granite City in the playoffs. And over the last 18 years, that's the only time that these two teams have played each other in the playoffs. The last time that these two teams went all 3 sets, man, you got to go back 15 years, all the way back to 2003. The last loss for Collinsville against Granite City on the volleyball hardwood was the year before that, 2002. So 16 years since Collinsville has lost a volleyball match to Granite City, and that one took 3 sets as well. So back-to-back years of 3 sets, 2002 and 2003, has not gone 3 sets ever since then. So quite impressive there for Collinsville over Granite City over the years. Take a look at some of the schedules and some of the results. Collinsville's 4 wins have come against Centralia, Muscuda, Nerix Hall, and last night against East St. Louis. They have lost against Freeburg, Francis Howell, Mater Dei, and Edwardsville. The previous 3 being some pretty good powerhouse volleyball teams in Francis Howell, Mater Dei, and Edwardsville. Granite City, they've only won 1 match so far this year, and that was their very first match of the year. They won 25-22 and 25-20 against Madison, and that was in the Roxana tournament. And since then, Granite City has not won yet. They lost to Valmeyer, Jerseyville, Wood River, and Bunker Hill, all in the Roxana tournament. Since that tournament ended in August, they have lost to Highland, Civic Memorial, and Metro East Lutheran. Before we continue any farther with the varsity stuff, we can tell you that the JV team won here earlier this afternoon, 25-12 and 25-13. As soon as I get a report on what the freshman girls did in the auxiliary gym, I'll pass that along to you as well. More names and numbers to pass along to you for Collinsville. Bella Tucker, Elise Halbrooks, and Alyssa Huffman are your top 3 as far as serving statistics are concerned, with Bella Tucker averaging 16 points a game, averaging 4 points a game. She's scored 16 points. Hannah Scrum and Darcy Metzger, they lead the team in the kill department. Scrum with 15 and Darcy Metzger with 14. In the block department, Halbrooks, Metzger, and Grimm are your top 3. Halbrooks has 4 blocks, Metzger with 3, and Grimm, along with Ponce and Scrum, all have 2. And then defensive statistics as far as receiving the serves in the dig department, Bella Tucker leads the team with 13 digs, while Alyssa Huffman is right behind her with 12. And hot on the heels of both of them is Hannah Scrum. She has 11. Granite City, Skylar Boone, she leads her team in average points a game with 1.14. She has scored 17 points on the year. Gabby Shelton is the leader in the kill category. Actually, Gabby Shelton and Lydia Sheridan share that at 11 kills apiece. Block, that's Lydia Sheridan also with 5. Skylar Boone right behind her with 4. And then defensively, as far as digs are concerned, Sydney McReynolds with 62 digs on the year. That seems a little lopsidedly high, if you ask me, considering that Collinsville's leader is Bella Tucker with 13 and Sydney McReynolds gets 62. So I don't know. We'll take a look at that, find out as we move things along. These two teams getting ready to be introduced to the crowd, and then we'll have the national anthem, and then we'll have some volleyball action for you. Here are your starters for Granite City. They have Logan Wakeford as the setter. Sydney McReynolds is the libero. Another setter is Jordan Briggs. A couple of middle hitters in Lydia Sheridan and Skylar Boone, and a couple of outside hitters in Tony Rush and Macy Hopkins. For Collinsville, their setter is Elise Halbrooks. Outside hitters are Hannah Scrum and Alyssa Huffman. Darcy Metzger is the middle blocker, as well as Kennedy Fisher. Your right side hitter is Alyssa Grimm, and Ivana Holder will be your libero for this game between Collinsville and Granite City. That is our final timeout. Thank you to Culp Jennings Flores for sponsoring the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have some volleyball action for you. All that and more coming up next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Culp Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Culp Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Culp Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Culp Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, culpjennings.com.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I'm Todd Duke. Zach Roseman's alongside as well. He'll be operating the scoreboard here this evening as we are just about set here for girls volleyball action between Collinsville and Granite City. 4-4 are the Kahawks. 1-7 are the Warriors. Filled you in on as much information as we can. Coach Hanger did give me stats from last night's win against East St. Louis. Alyssa Grimm had 3 aces in that game. Alyssa Grimm also and Hannah Scrum had 6 kills in that game. Huffman had 7. Diggs, Alyssa Huffman had 10 in that game last night versus East St. Louis. Just a couple of the numbers to pass along to you as far as some of the stuff that went down last night as far as the game against East St. Louis is concerned. Of course, we are in the middle of our busy week here on the Kahok Sports Network, we think anyway. We are supposed to have some football action for you tomorrow night and then boys soccer action for you Saturday afternoon, but the remnants of Hurricane Gordon are moving up the Mississippi River as we speak, and it's supposed to provide us with lots and lots of rain and I'm sure there will be some storms embedded in there as well. So we'll just have to play it by ear. Right now it looks as if we're going to try to get the game in tomorrow night. If not, they may reschedule it for Saturday night, which would make Saturday a fun day for me. That soccer game at noon and then a football game at 7 o'clock at night. But we'll just have to wait and see how things shake out tomorrow. Rain we can handle. Both the football team and the soccer team can play in the rain. It's the lightning that's the problem. So playing in the rain is not the issue, but as soon as you see a lightning strike, boom, game stops. You got to wait 30 minutes. If there's no lightning strike within that 30 minutes, then they will get the teams back out for warm-ups and begin a short time later. But if you get another one of those lightning strikes, you have to start that process all over again. So we will see. Come tomorrow, we'll probably have a little bit of a better idea about what's going to take place as far as the weather is concerned, both tomorrow night and Saturday afternoon. Saturday is supposed to be the real soaker. It's supposed to rain pretty much all day, kind of hit and miss shower starting tonight. Broke the little heat wave, though. Boy, it has been super, super humid here in the Midwest over the last week. Temperatures hovering right around 90 degrees, but that humidity makes it feel like the upper 90s. And let me tell you what, it has definitely been hot and steamy. But that is all about ready to change. Clouds moved in a little bit earlier this afternoon, and wind came along with them, and things have cooled off just a little bit. Still a little bit on the humid side, excuse me. But the bad thing about this is there's that leftover hurricane coming up from the south, and then there's a cold front coming from the north. At some point, they're going to meet, and then that's when all the bad stuff's supposed to happen. So now that you're all caught up on the weather forecast, we can get you ready for some girls volleyball action. Both teams have been introduced to this crowd here at Collinsville High School. Kahoks will be, of course, the home team. They'll have on the black shorts and the white jerseys, purple numbers on the fronts and the backs with the word Kahoks written across the backs of their jerseys. And Ivania Holder will be the libero, so she'll be the one wearing the purple jersey out here for Collinsville. Also with the word Kahoks written across the back of it. Granite City Warriors, they will be dressed in all black. They have on the black shorts and the black tops. They have a little bit of white trim coming down underneath of the arms, and then their numbers on the fronts and the backs of their jerseys are going to be in white, and their libero, who is Sydney McReynolds, is wearing a pink jersey with black number 76 on the back of it. Teams meeting at the net. We're just about ready. 2 sets and done in the JV game, so we are probably a little early. Actually, we're only about 5 minutes early than the scheduled start time, which was 5:45. So right on time we are. And if the Lady Kahoks can dispatch of the Lady Warriors in 2 sets, we'll have an even earlier night. Referees are ready to go. Zach Roseman's ready to go. Todd Duke's ready to go. Girls are all ready. Darcy Metzger heads to the bench while Holder comes in. And we are ready to start. It'll be Skylar Boone back to serve things up for Granite City. Granite City on the far side of the court to start things off with, so Collinsville will be up close and center. And right off the bat, one into the net for Skylar Boone, and we are underway. Collinsville is up 1-0. Back to serve it up for the Kahoks is going to be Hannah Scrum. Hers goes into the net, so neither one of these teams ready to go. Now we are. They did in Washer League on Wednesday nights when I go up there and miss all 3 of them, and then the next guy misses all 3 of them. We're just like, okay, you guys down at that end can start. So we're going to start all over again. Each team with 1 point, though. Here is Jordan Briggs. to serve it up for Granite City. She gets it over the net, and we are finally underway. Halbrooks over on the far side, and then it is pushed across by Huffman. Now Granite City gets their turn. It's nicked up front, ricocheted back in the back to Hannah Scrum, over to Huffman. Huffman off of a couple of fingers up front, and Granite City keeps it alive, and Granite City will pick up the point as the scorched ball came from Macy Hopkins, and it was a little bit too hot for Hannah Scrum to handle. It bounces off her hands and out of bounds. Hannah Scrum was named to the all-tournament team in the Edwardsville tournament, the only Kahok to receive those honors. Next serve picked up by Holder, put up front, and getting that point right back was Alyssa Grimm with her first kill of this game, and we are tied at 2. Darcy Metzger will check back in. Not sure who she's taking the place of. First, it was Kennedy Fisher going out. Now Fisher does go back out, so does Holder. And coming into the game to serve is going to be Bella Tucker. Tucker leads the team in serves. 21 serves on the year. 4 aces, only 1 error. Back to the back. The libero picks it up. That is Sydney McReynolds. Moved it up front. Now back into the back for Collinsville. Up front, Halbrooks, Metzger, good. Another kill for the Collinsville Kahawks, and it's 3-2 in favor of Collinsville. Bella Tucker back to serve it up once again. Last time we did a game here against Centralia, she rattled off like 13 points in a row. That's out of bounds. Too hard of a hit ball there by Skylar Boone. And once again, back to serve is going to be Bella Tucker. Tucker hits the net. 3-point for Granite City, makes it 4-3 in favor of Collinsville. Warriors back to serve, and it's going to be Macy Hopkins. All the way over on the far corner. Near side, picked up by Holder. Shoved up front by Halbrooks, and a nice kill shot once again by Alyssa Grimm, her second one of the game. And Collinsville stays out front 5-3. And Grimm will now have her chance to serve. Here it is. Into the back, picked up by the libero, hits sky high, and Granite City gets it over on the first try, and that was a nice try by Darcy Metzger. She had a wide open spot right in front of her, and she was going for the kill, but it went off of the left side of her hand and straight out of bounds, so 5-4. Holder picks it up, moves it up to Halbrooks over on the far side. Nice job. That one's up into the rafters by Alyssa Huffman, and now Granite City has to get it over, which they do. Halbrooks, one last hit coming up for Collinsville, pushed over by Scrum. Metzger finds a little soft opening spot right in front of the net and exploits it for a point. 6-4, Collinsville. Back to serve it up is Alyssa Huffman. Over. And not quite getting it to the net was Gabby Shelton, and her net front personnel thought it was going over, so they didn't touch it and never quite made it. 7-4. Here is Huffman with another serve, and this one gets knocked sideways. Granite City's got to get it over on this last shot, which they do. Picked up by Huffman, moved over by Halbrooks for Metzger, off of a fingertip up front. And another point for Collinsville makes it 8-4. Another serve coming up for Huffman. Granite City gets it over, but out of bounds. 9-4 in favor of Collinsville. Huffman ready with another. And another point. Timeout called by Granite City. How about we thank some sponsors? How about Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville? Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment. That would be your home or your business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today. This side of the river, 344-2800. The other side of the river, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience. Choose Lakeside. Let's also thank the Collinsville Education Association. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page and the CEA's new website, collinsvillecea.org. Collinsville up 10-4. Back to work they go. Ball over, and a little lift of the ball, they say, by Collinsville will give Granite City their 5th point. And it's 10-5. Back to serve it up is Logan Wakeford, and she sends it into the net. So Collinsville gets back the point they just gave up and makes it 11-5. Back to serve for the Kahawks. Here is Holder. Holder gets it over the net. Libero picks it up, but it goes right backwards off of her hands. There's no way in the world they're going to get that one over. That one just kept going backwards. Had a little spin on it off of the hands of Shelton. And then McReynolds got a hand on it, and it spun even farther backwards. And by the time Jordan Briggs got there, it was almost up against the wall. And that one is served out of bounds by Holder. And that makes it 12-6. Collinsville still up front. Taylor Madruzik comes into the game for the first time, and she will go back to serve. She does so right down the line. Picked up by Scrum. 2 Halbrooks, back over to Scrum, and another one that goes up into the rafters. Off of the hands of Sydney McReynolds, 13-6. Collinsville extends their lead. Halbrooks back to serve. She gets it over. It's picked up. Now back in the back by Madrusic. Sent over. Huffman to Halbrooks. Oh, nice job there by Kennedy Fisher. Everybody was kind of moving over to the far side, and Hannah Scrum. That's where she was positioned, but Halbrooks did a good job, and another nice job after the serve by Halbrooks to pick up another point, 15-6. Halbrooks in the middle, and both Madrusic and McReynolds stepped one step away from the ball because they thought the other one was going to get it, and neither one of them did. 10-point lead now for Collinsville. Halbrooks on a bit of a roll. Picked up finally by McReynolds. Moved up front, one-handed shove over by Boone. Now Halbrooks setting it up for Grimm, and it's good. Melissa Grimm picks up probably her 4th kill, I think, in this game. Halbrooks continues her service. It stays up front. Popped up into the air, being set up. Here is Boone, stuffed back across by Fisher and Scrum, and then Fisher blocks it right back over for another point. (18-6). Halbrooks back to serve it up again. A little shallow, and it goes backwards. Now it gets popped straight up into the air, and a miss hit up front as Skylar Boone was ready to go in for the kill, and she just kind of whiffed on it. Swing and a miss. 19-6. Here's McReynolds. Up front, Boone. She sends it over. Huffman to Halbrooks. Halbrooks setting it up far side for Hannah Scrum. She had to kind of just shove it over as that ball was left a little bit out of bounds. Here is Huffman. Up front, Halbrooks once again. Backwards to Graham. Graham off of a hand. McReynolds gets it. Shoved over by Granite City. Halbrooks sets it up for Ginn. And again, Fisher with the kill. And that makes it 20-6. And Halbrooks back to serve it up yet again. She does so. McReynolds puts it up in the air. Being set up. Nope, that's going to be a lift. A double hit, they say. Collinsville now up 21-6. Emily Bone checks into the game for the first time tonight for Collinsville. Halbrooks still back there serving. Gets it to McReynolds. Popped up over into the middle, and McReynolds and company get that ball over. Halbrooks sets it up for, once again, Fisher. And Fisher makes the Warriors pay, and it's now 22-6. Halbrooks. McReynolds pops it straight up, and no one wants to go get it. Finally they do, and Granite City got lucky to get that one across. Here is Scrum, picked up by McReynolds. Over on the other side, now Medrusik. Medrusik trying to set it up for Boone, excuse me, and Boone couldn't get it across. Now we have another timeout at 23-6. Let's thank the Junior Service Club of Collinsville. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go help the needy in Collinsville. Next thing they have coming up, they'll be selling some toasted ravioli at the Italian Fest, so look for the Junior Service Club booth there on Main Street in Collinsville, Friday the 21st and Saturday the 22nd. For more information on that or any other event the Junior Service Club has coming up, you can check out the Collinsville Junior Service Club's Facebook page. Let's thank All Pro Tees as well. All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, your business, your sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options. They'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium, online, allprotees.com, or call 344-2200. Collinsville 2 points away from wrapping up this first set. Halbrooks still back there serving. On a roll. McReynolds pops it up to Medrusik. Now back up front, and Hopkins had no other choice than to send it over. And that one gets blocked and double hit, then under the net. Collinsville is at game point here, trying to wrap up this first set in quick fashion. 24-6, and Halbrooks has been back here for most of them. Medrusik pops it up, and no one is going to get there, and that is going to be a win. 25-6. Collinsville wins this first set. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will have game number 2 for you, and we'll do that in just mere moments here. On the Kahok Sports Network.
I'm my team's #1 fan. I've never been #1 at anything until I put these babies on. Do I know where I'm going? Absolutely. We're going to the playoffs.
Allstate guarantees your rates won't go up just because of an accident, starting the day you sign up.
So get accident forgiveness from Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
It's good to be in good hands.
Get protection plus unique extras. Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, And they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not so basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and 3 locations in Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school, or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Let's thank Metro East Roofing and Guttering, one of our new sponsors here on the Kahok Sports Network. Locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Metro East Roofing and Guttering is the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call at 345-5679 today for your free estimate, and visit their Facebook page as well at Metro East Roofing and Guttering. 25-6, first game in the books. Collinsville made quick work of Granite City in that first stanza. And now we'll switch ends of the court. Collinsville will be on the far side. And we'll get a little bit of a closer look here at the Granite City Warriors. Collinsville will get to serve the ball up first to start this second game. And doing that, back in the far right-hand corner is going to be Hannah Scrum. Scrum is ready. Referees are ready as well. We are underway in game number 2. Scrum all the way back into the back, and it spins right off of the hands of Sydney McReynolds and straight back out of bounds. So Collinsville up and running here, 1-0 start in game number 2. Boys soccer team, they're playing at Highland, and at the end of one half of play, Collinsville had a 5-0 lead. Donovan Scott Gass with a hat trick in the first half. And Logan Whitehead scored the other 2 goals. As soon as that becomes final, of course, we'll pass that information along to you as well. Actually, it did become final. I just got that text. 6-0 is the final score. So Donovan Scott Gass with the 3 goals, Logan Whitehead with 2, and Anthony Copatelli scored number 6. So the boys soccer team, 6-0-1 now on the year. Is that right, or am I a game off? I think I am. 2-1 here. Volleyball action in favor of the Kahawks. Here is a serve by Bella Tucker, handled by Granite City. And they get it across. And Granite City hit the ball 4 times. You're only allowed 3. So Collinsville will pick up a point, and they'll get the ball back, and Bella Tucker will serve it up once again. Tucker has a little knuckler. Boy, that knuckled all the way down, and Lydia Sheridan did the best she could to try to play it, but that ball had some kind of movement on it. Tucker delivers another one. This one also got a little knuckle action going on it. Here on the far side, little miss hit, probably would have went out of bounds. Hal Brooks keeps it alive, and Scrum sends it into the corner. Oh, what a nice shot that was. Far corner, closest to us, or farthest from us, was wide open, and Scrum put it right there. Tucker skims the net, gets it up, and now out of bounds. That ball went parallel with the net. And Collinsville is up 6-1. Tucker delivers another knuckler. That thing's got some movement, man. Back into the back. Tucker saves it from going all the way into the back. And now Halbrooks will get it over. Popped up front. Trying to set it up is Rush. Over, scrum. Halbrooks back to scrum, and net violation against Collinsville will give the Granite City Warriors their second point, and it's now 6-2 Kahawks. Back to serve, McReynolds. She does so. Bella Tucker to Grimm, and Grimm gets it over on the last possible try, and now Tucker gets it over. Kristen Mitchell gets it over. Granite City back to the back. Tucker, Halbrooks, Grimm. Nice save, and that one was out of bounds. That hit the little antenna wire sticking up to mark the out of bounds area. And it ran right into it, 7-2 in favor of Collinsville. Kayla Hancher into the game now for the Kahawks. Plays the majority of her time on the junior varsity side, but she's in there to serve. Does so, back into the corner, popped up, out of bounds. Granite City has one more chance to get it over. They do so. It skimmed the bottom of the scoreboard, but stays alive. Here is Mitchell. Nice dig there by Sheridan for Granite City, but Skylar Boone could not finish up. And Collinsville picks up another point. It's 8-2. Hancher back to serve again. Sheridan knocks it over, and a nice simple touch at the front of the net by Darcy Metzger. No one was there. Count the point, 9-2 Collinsville. Oh. That was a nice hit there by Jordan Briggs, and really Hannah Scrum had no chance at that one. 9-3, Collinsville up by 6. They are ahead. You have one game in the book. They won the first one 25-6. As Logan Wakeford comes back to serve it up for the Warriors. Mitchell works it up front and gets it right back. Shoves it over. Warriors into the net. That is Michaela Simpson. Huffman checks back into the game. Mitchell to the bench. And Huffman will now serve it up. She does so. Picked up in the back, but shoved right into the net by Lydia Sheridan. Went down to pick up the dig, and when it hit her hands, it went straight forward into the net. Teammates could not help her out. 11-3. Here is Huffman with the next serve. This one barely makes it over the net, and on the first try, Granite City probably didn't want to hit it over, like to set things up. Now it's over. Back in the back, and Metzger with a big kill there for Collinsville. 12-3. Alyssa Huffman, the senior, serves it up and serves up an ace. Diving try by Sydney McReynolds, who has a tape on her jersey. Looks like she's wearing a jersey that has number 16 on it, and they put a piece of black tape to make that 1 look like a 7, so she's wearing number 76. Granite City gets it over, back in the back. Bella Tucker trying to set things up, does so for Hannah Scrum. And too many hits on the Collinsville side. That makes it 13-4. Kahawks still in control as Jordan Briggs comes back to serve. She does so. Metzger picks it up, now moved up front to Scrum. Scrum, a little light touch on it, found an opening. And it's now 14-4. Collinsville with the 10-point lead here in game 2. Holder back to serve it up now for the Kahawks. She does so, and it's sent right back over by Granite City on the first hit. Now Collinsville trying to set it up, and that was a nice block on the far side by Sheridan. And after that, there wasn't anything Collinsville could do with it. They couldn't catch up to it, as that ball ends up going into the stands. As Skylar Boone is back to serve it up for the Warriors. And she stepped on the line when she served. So Collinsville will pick up the point and make it 15-5. Boone goes out. McReynolds back in. Emily Bone checks out of the game for Collinsville. Halbrooks is back in. Hancher back to the bench. And Grimm comes in to take her place. Here's a serve by Halbrooks, who went on quite the roll there at the end of last game. That one's going to go out of bounds. And Collinsville now up 16-5. I didn't really keep count, but it had to be like 8 or 9 in a row that Halbrooks served up to end that first game. Halbrooks back to serve again, does so, and finds the corner. I think that Coach Hanger just came out and kind of whispered to her, hey, try that back far corner. And she did, and there wasn't anyone there, and now a timeout called by Granite City once again will give us a chance to thank the City of Collinsville. You can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page for information on upcoming events in Collinsville. Tunes at Bloom, that started last night with the Twilight Band, so the next Wednesday would be the 12th, and that'll be the Hangouts. They'll be playing at Tunes at Bloom. For more information on that, you can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page, and as always, the City of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Unit 10 School District, and they wish all district athletes good luck this sports year. Halbrooks back to serve. Collinsville leading 17-5. Nice dig, but again, right into the net. This time it was Jordan Briggs. Took the dive for the dig, but right into the net it goes. 18-5. Halbrooks, oh boy, she put some knuckle action on that one too. This one is in the air for McReynolds. She sends it over, tipped up front, and now Collinsville trying to work it up. And a nice hit there by Riley Ponce. Collinsville had a net violation, so give the point to Granite City. And it's now 18-6. That's as many as Granite City scored in the first game when Collinsville won 25-6. Michaela Simpson checks out of the game, and Taylor Madruzik comes back in. Macy Hopkins also checks into the game as Logan Wakeford heads to the bench. Here's the serve by Madruzik. She gets it over, and now Collinsville Halbrooks sets it up and into the corner where there wasn't a soul to be found on a nice open kill shot by Hannah Scrum. Now Scrum will go back to serve. Huffman to the bench as Kristen Mitchell checks into the game. Here's the serve by Scrum. Into the backhand, backwards, as that ball had spin on it off of the hands of Sydney McReynolds, and Collinsville 5 points away from wrapping up a very quick night here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Won the first game 25-6. Now they're up in this one 20-6. Serve. Granite City smacks it right into the net. As Lauren Fortner is into the game now. She served up that last one, and now she'll serve up another. 21-6 in favor of Collinsville. Picked up by Granite City. Setting it up for McReynolds, and she skims it over the net, and Grimm could not quite get there in time to pick it up. But it was a net violation for Granite City, so give the point to Collinsville anyway. 22-6. Fortner sends it again. Pushed up front, set up by Sheridan. Knocked across by Hopkins. Collinsville's turn. Here's Grimm, and a double hit by Collinsville, they say, will give Granite City the point, and the Warriors pick up their 7th here in this game. Back to serve, Lydia Sheridan. Sheridan in the middle, and both Fortner and Grimm went for it. I think it hit Grimm in the wrist and then bounced off of Fortner's body and out of bounds, so 22-8. Collinsville still comfortably out front. Next serve, picked up by Grimm. Moves it up front to Halbooks. Back to Grimm and out of bounds. A little too much juice on that one by Grimm. 22-9. Sheridan back to serve it up again, and Grimm digs it out of there to Halbrooks to Mitchell. Mitchell sends it over. Nice job by McReynolds to get that one as it was fading off to her right. Now back in the back, Holder moves it up for Halbrooks, and the kill shot by Alyssa Grimm works, and Collinsville 2 points away from wrapping up this night. Bella Tucker checks back into the game. She'll go back to serve. It's a good one, and it's picked up by Madrusik. Set up over onto the other side by Briggs, and Briggs ends up hitting it out of bounds. Game point, match point for Collinsville, 24-9. Bella Tucker back to try to serve up the winner. Madrusik pops it straight up. Sheridan, and it's pushed across. Collinsville trying to set up the game winner off of a hand out front, and it's gone. 25-9. Collinsville wins both 25-6 and 25-9. That will push us into the Chiropractic Works post-game show. Chiropractic Works, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Call 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Collinsville wins both tonight, 25-6 and 25-9, and we're back to tell you all about it in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their 2nd year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com.
We also need to thank Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking, LLC is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more, including getting your heavy equipment where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online, chapmantruckingllc.net. We also need to thank Pack Mail. They are locally owned and operated by one Mr. Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com, or call 346-4884. Back with a look at this game in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Colton Pareko. I want to thank the team at RE/MAX Alliance for helping me find my first home. It couldn't have been any easier. If you're in the game for a new home, contact my friends at RE/MAX Alliance.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I think I've been forgotten about up here on the balcony by Coach Nichols. So we're going to go ahead and end it here. Collinsville, clean sweep, by the way. I just found out that the freshman girls won over in the auxiliary gym 2-0. JV won 25-12 and 25-13. And then the varsity side won without breaking much of a sweat, to tell you the truth. Single digits for Granite City in a 25-6 win, and the second game of 25-9. So the girls volleyball team off and running. They are 5-4 now on the year, and they are next in action. That will be Monday as they take a road trip and go to Highland. This Granite City club, they're right back at it Saturday as they take a road trip to Alton to take on the Lady Redbirds Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. Our next action comes your way, supposed to come your way tomorrow. We have football action on the docket for you as the Alton Redbirds come to town for week number 3 of the high school football season. But the remnants of Hurricane Gordon may have a lot to say with that and the soccer game on Saturday afternoon. So just stay tuned to the Facebook page, and as soon as I find out any information, I will post it there, and then you will be the next to know right after I know. Big thanks to Zach Roseman for taking care of the scoreboard here for me this evening, and of course Abby Hanger for joining us on the pregame show. And until tomorrow or maybe Saturday, we don't know. My name is Todd Duke. Everyone, have yourselves a fantastic evening.